keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models, it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah.
Shorty ought to been my.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. This is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Detroit!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. only way to play good defense.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He may try and run for this. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Detroit!
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll drop the throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Wilson has it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win. I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And they'll run it here. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations. They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
He'll look to throw. complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And it's no good. He comes up empty on the late field goal try, and they are out here in the divisional round. And they're